can see the truth behind your eyes. It's not doubt, it's not fear, it's clear sight. My intuition tells me you ain't right. Sitting here thinking about a situation suddenly crossed my mind while you're on vacation. Maybe it's
I'm gonna
just
go ahead and get started. My name is
imagination.
Valerie, and I am the owner of Love2Learn AI Lab. It is a school community, and so from time to time I team up with AI Music University and present some SUNO course information, and also tonight what we're going to do is kind of take a look at Krea AI to create that video. So Krea does require the basic plan to be able to do the lip sync with the video for your music. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. So for tonight, what we're going to do is start off, and I guess you can tell me, Teray, if you've created any music inside Suno yet, or do you use Suno? You can just put it in the chat, or you can just let me know. Oh, okay, good. So, and I think a lot of people absolutely love Suno. So since I started in Suno, I've made probably close to 500 songs. As you know, you create one song and you get duplicates of those songs. And I've created all kinds of songs, from instrumental to jingles to R&B to rap to even some kids learning videos. So, or learning songs to pair it with videos. So maybe if you want, you can start by telling me um, what what type of genre of music you're interested in and what you do. Let's see. R&B and soul. Okay. All right. So, and I don't know if this is too elementary for you, but I'm going to kind of start with creation and with some of the basics inside Suno. So let me close this for now. And we'll go to my library. So like I said, I just created a few elementary songs for some courses and stuff that I'm doing. So that's something that I'm working on. Um, Personas. I have created several different personas here, and I use these for styling my music. I have some for R&B. I have some for, as you can see, Pop Kids. That's the one I just recently created. I have some that I use with experimental music. I have soul, heartful R&B. This is a deep a cappella voice, and I use ChatGPT to get the voice style, because sometimes if you use Suno, you'll wind up, it sounds like the same voice sometimes. And so if you want to switch it up, you could try different prompts when you create your music. And so that's what I've done. Um, so if I go here and create, here's the personas, and I'll just pull in that one. So now when I create a song, it's going to have this style. And are you familiar with creating the personas? If you are, I won't go through how to create it, but if not, then you can tell me and I can walk through it. Okay, we're good. So this is not necessarily a very beginners 101 session then. So I'm going to go ahead. I have available a prompt book that I created. So this is prompts that I got from ChatGPT. And if you're familiar with ChatGPT, then you know that you can have it create several different prompts for you. It knows your style as you begin to feed information, and it kind of gives you the prompts that you can put in there to style the music. So here's an example of a modern R&B pop prompt that ChatGPT created for me for um, R&B pop. So I can put this in Suno. I'm gonna go ahead and put this in. There's 100 prompts in the book that I have. And I just paste that right into style. So I take that, I'll leave that actually, and then I just add to it. Oops, it didn't copy. Let me go back. Let's try this again. Okay, and then I also adjust the advanced options. It's going to be a female already. Some of this comes from the persona, so I probably won't change too much. But AI really also creates the title as well. So I'm gonna go further down and find a song. So this book is kind of like a for your creative writing. It's kind of giving you some prompt guides to help you because as you may know, a lot of times when you are creating your music, you don't want it to just be AI. You want it to have some of your own ideas and such. So this book is pretty much to help you through your writing. So it's really fill in a blank version. And then I have another attachment to this. But in the meantime, let me pop into ChatGPT because for this exercise, we're not going to go through filling out all the pages, but I'm just going to go ahead and prompt ChatGPT. Creative, soulful R&B song. So as you know, a lot of songs, when you create them, you want them to be full of emotion. Um, Sometimes you can create a song that's, based on a scenario, or sometimes you can just create a song out of your emotions. So I'm just saying here, this is just playing around, but I am longing for a long-term companion that treats me right. Because I deserve to be loved. Something like this. And I can say how many, give me a hook, or sometimes I will prompt with a hook and then let it build the song around it. I'm going to say the hook is, something like that. And that hook is a hook that I've used in another song before. I actually made that hook about 8-9 years ago. So here is the title that it gave. Here's the verse, chorus, and let's let it finish building the song. And then maybe you can tell me while this is building in the chat, what is some of your motivation for writing songs? And do you struggle with the content, or do you sit out and write it word for word, or do you take help from the chat bots like ChatGPT? Okay, should be ready now. And I don't have to really worry about the style, but it's probably going to give me a style because, like I said, it's used to the way that I write. So I'm just going to go ahead and copy all this. And it's always giving me more and more. And of course, you know, we can't mention these artists' names. But we're going to pop this in here and see what we get. And I'll put the song title in there in a minute. At the top. And I just usually paste in everything and then just take this. And go add my title. And then click create and let's see what we come up with. Oh, it's wanting me to do this. Can barely see that. What they do for entertainment. Well, that looks like a game with these two. I don't hardly get this, but nonetheless. Yeah. Okay. So there it goes. So song's almost ready. Like I said, if you can think of something you want to build or want to give me something to build off of in ChatGPT, or if you are struggling with certain parts of your song, you let me know. But after this is done, we're going to pop over to Krea. And I've created artists, and I actually have an artist style kit that I use that I created. And I usually will take some images and build like what I want that video to be styled. But so for this example, I'm just going to do the lip sync part. Let's play this one. Still spinning a little bit.
Right. Right. Master that. Yeah. Master that.
Before I got into GPT and all that, I had to learn how to use ChatGPT. I had to make it prompt.
Turn it a little bit because I don't know if you're talking to me or someone else, but my volume was down a little bit. So hopefully you can hear me okay.
All that make money. All that make money. all of that's gonna make money. I'm just at a different place with what I'm doing. Because and if you look at it, my sales today, this lady came in, that lady.
Can you guys hear the song?
Not really.
So I know sometimes it's hard to hear through. Oh, okay. You've already published a couple of albums. Oh, have you shared them in the community?
Y'all, this is not no last year sale. This is the day. This is what people are buying. These are what people are buying. He took advantage of the upsell. One of these had an upsell connected to it. I told you guys how to do that too. After she came back, and bought something to this. I think she bought.
Can you hear me?
And then she came back, and after she bought the console, she noticed that she could do a discount. I'm telling y'all what she did. She watched my video on YouTube. Welcome to the city. That's it. I don't know if y'all seen that video. I'm gonna tell y'all. Okay.
I can hear someone speaking in the background. So maybe I'll have to. Okay, I don't hear it anymore. So yeah, do you guys have any songs that you want me to try to put through Krea and Image to do the lip sync? So if you do, I think you can share it and I can create it for you, or I can just demo it with the one that I have. It actually made some really long songs. That one's 5 minutes. And this one is 5 minutes, 40 seconds. I've been holding my breath in this house of stone, smiling through it, but it don't feel warm. You say you love me, but your hands stay careless, and my heart stays praying for your habits. Rewriting what you did to something small, like it didn't cut me down before. But I'm tired of sewing myself back together. You keep pulling. So you can hear how deep that is. So that's just that example of the deep voice. Okay, so for now, I'm going to go ahead and go into Krea. And I don't know if you have Krea, but I use this for the lip sync. So I'll go here. One thing I don't like, and this is I got the basic plan, but and you could use the basic plan also, and you can do a lot more things in Krea, but it almost limits you to one lip sync and maybe a few videos before you're out of credits. So I've noticed a lot more that either some of these platforms are charging more, or you're getting less credits for your plan. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add the face. I'm going to select an asset that I have already. Let's try this one. And then this will do up to a minute. So I'm going to go ahead and you could record here as well if you wanted to, your own voice, but you wouldn't get music in the background, but that's also if you just wanted them to talk. So you could record your voice and then it would transfer over. Or you can, as you saw, you could do the, excuse me, you could do the upload. And so that's what I'm gonna do. And let's find one of my songs. Let's try, let's see. Try this one. So it's uploading the song, and if it's longer than a minute, then you can crop it, but it's only going to give you a minute. So what I normally do, if I want the full song, I'll start from the beginning and it will end at a minute, and then I'll upload it again, do the same thing, and then finish out the song. So as you can see right here, this is the song. So this is an older song that I had published on one of my albums. Baby, my intuition, okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and generate. Another thing you can do when you're making your videos is you can just generate sections of the song and, you know, crop them. I use CapCut, and I also use Canva sometimes. And I'm in the process of building an app that will do a video storyboard and then build videos off of the content that you upload. Or you can generate it with AI, but it's kind of hard when you want to keep consistent with the characters. So typically that's when you upload, or you pay a lot of money for some of these other platforms. But this is going to take a minute. So while this is building, let me pop back over. I think I see something in the chat. Okay, yeah. So it's going to take just a minute, but like I said, it can get expensive. I also use um, the Gemini. I've heard people use Whisk. I've used Kling in the past, but Kling is not always really as good as Krea. So if you have enough credits and you like upgrade again, you could probably get a couple of different, at least more than one version of LipSync out of it. But again, like I said, it's only going to do a minute. And what I do is I record the first minute, and then I make sure I have the marker stop and start where it begins again. And then you line it up in CapCut. So when you load everything into CapCut, then you can fine tune it. So let's see if it is still going. I'm expecting this to move by now, but we shall see. It's green, so that says it's working. It's green and it's good, but maybe a lot of people are using it right now. This is usually the time you go and grab a snack. So what do you normally use when you create your videos? What have you been using in the past? Oh, okay, Whisk. I heard Whisk is really good. I think that's what Ari uses. I know what you mean. Finding the best one, it's usually um sometimes you'll find that you like certain things about one because they're not all perfect, but like what I do like about Krea is that you can get at least up to a minute and it's pretty on target. At least that's been my experience so far. But the limitation to me is I generally only can get um 1 minute video, one of the sync, lip sync videos out of this every month, unless I upgrade. So I don't know how much Whisk costs, but I will say, and I haven't tried design before. I think I heard that that was pretty good. I tried Hygiene, okay, and it was pretty good. Yeah, that's why I like Krea. I like the 1 minute because it takes a lot of work stringing together 10 second, 10-second videos. You got to string them all and get them all lined up. So at least if your song is about 2.5 minutes, then you could definitely use this. So let's see if this is finished. Okay. And I've experienced this before too. Like it will show me that it's not, but sometimes it's actually been done. And I'm kind of afraid to go away from here, but maybe I can open up another Krea window. Yeah, but I use this and I got my kids into it. My son, he made a really, really cool song not too long ago. Okay, yeah, so it's not done yet. I don't think. Let's see, because it would have been here. But some of these I actually made in here. Let me see if it's trying to see if I could find the one. I think I made this one. So it wasn't quite right, but when she started singing, it got better.
You can leave me. I don't even get it. Did you think and get the hell out of here? Said I wouldn't leave. I made that vow, but I'm stuck in the promise. I can feel it breaking now. Not back over and over. I've tried what's to you.
See, she didn't finish.
I'm not who you want me to be.
Yeah, see, so that's that minute. So that was okay, but it still wasn't great. All right, let me pop back over to this other one and see what it's doing. Oh, it failed. Try again or change prompt or model provider. Oh, come on. And of course, you're probably familiar with some of these some of these pitfalls too, but at least maybe it didn't charge me. I'm gonna change the model. I loaded it from the assets, but I do have some. Let me see. Let's try this one.
Every little sign just keeps repeating. The silence speaks louder than your words.
Okay, so we're gonna try it again. But basically, this is the interface. You don't have to prompt it because it's just going to look at the music. And maybe I shouldn't be playing while it's while it's working, but um, the good thing is that it just pretty much takes your song, matches the character and produces that video. So that's basically it in a nutshell. I don't know how long this is going to take. I don't know how much time you have, but after this is done, I'm going to share with you. I have so I'll have this, but you already have Suno. If you're interested, I have an AI artist style kit that I had made a couple months back, and it comes with a lot of things. It's actually on the Google Drive. There's an AI music course in there. There's also an ebook. There's some YouTube material, about promoting your artist. And then the prompt book, it actually comes with that the blueprint that I was showing earlier. And then there's also 100 music prompts that's in there. So if you're interested in that, it will be available, and I'll be sharing that link out as well. Um, I'm again also the owner of the Love to Learn AI Lab. We do a lot of things in there, not just music. We do a lot of coding for apps, and so I use primarily Base 44 now. I've used Hostinger Horizons. I've used Google AI Studio, and a lot of those you have to have different add-on products to launch your app. But Base 44, you can pretty much do almost everything inside Base 44. Connect your API keys, and you've got a lot of good things already connected, the front end and the back end. So that's the kind of stuff we do in the AI lab. So if you're interested, that'll be a part of what I'm going to give out. And feel free if you want to join us. It is a $29 one-time fee where we actually learn more technical stuff about AI. So, okay. All right. So good. Let's just go back in here. Let's see what happened. See if we got this. Now it's working. So it's at 50%, and fingers crossed it'll be done. I'm sorry if you hear my dog in the background. She has allergies. Um, Hers are worse than mine. And then did you guys hear about the freeze? Hopefully you're not in one of those areas. But we're getting ready here at our house. We're gonna fill up the tub with water. I have solar and I have a solar battery. So hopefully our power, if it goes out, we're protected. But hopefully everybody's gonna be safe, and we get through this. I hear it's already happening in some places, and my sister was telling me the grocery stores are empty. So hopefully, yeah, we're in Texas. Hopefully you've prepared, and if you are going to be impacted, you got food and water, and don't have any plans to drive anywhere because I think it's going to be real icy. Yeah. So, all right, this is almost done. I'm liking this. And hopefully it comes out pretty good. Like I said, it does. I want to say the last time I did this though is that it gave me the option to start at a particular segment in the video. So I'm kind of not seeing it right now. So here's the video. Here we go. And there's your full minute. What I could have done, and you can still do this too, you can take the background out in Canva on the video. That's probably all you can change once it's in a video mode. But I'm going to go ahead and play it.
Oh, maybe my intuition don't lie. I can see the truth behind your eyes. It's not doubt, it's not fear, it's clear sight. My intuition tells me you ain't right. Didn't you think about the situation? Suddenly crossed my mind while you're on vacation. Maybe it's just my imagination. Should have called by now, that's my calculation. Baby, I don't know why. So yeah, so that gave me a whole minute. And so yeah, I don't see, I think they might have changed something since I've been in here last doing this, but because I don't see the option to crop it. And maybe I'm thinking about Kling, but if that is the case, then what you want to do is you would break this audio file up into segments, like into 1 minute segments. So let's just say maybe this would be like, looks like maybe 3 minutes or so, or maybe it stopped right there. So that's probably a minute, almost 2 minutes. So you break it up when you upload the second part, and you can probably go back just a little bit so that you'll be able to cut it right in the area that you need to. So I've done a full song. I can't remember which one it is, but I did do a full song. But most often when I see videos, it's not just the artist singing straight through the whole song. You'll have different scenes where she's singing, and then you'll have different scenes where you're showing other things. So I think the next class I'm going to do is going to be more on video making and pulling the video together with different scenes, and getting that song, that video published out there. Did you have anything that you wanted to share that you maybe wanted some input on? Because other than that, this is pretty much all I was going to teach tonight. Because I know it's kind of late and people either have to have dinner or do other things. So let me know. Let's see. Oh, you're in Mississippi. Okay. All right. Cool. I've been to Mississippi before. And I think are they impacted? Yeah, I think they're impacted too by the cold. Yeah, all of the East Coast. So hopefully you're safe and stay safe. I tell you one thing, if we have power and we don't have to work, we'll be able to do some music, right? And I would love for you to share what you made after you do that. I belong to